Hey, what's up? It's me. I'm back. I've been gone for how many years now? I'm not sure what to say, but it's me, Sir Durkos. I'm back, and I'm here to tell you all where I've been for the last few years. Because I kind of just dropped off the face of the earth, right? I like uploaded like a For Honor like clip dump and then died, right? And so we're gonna go deep into where I've been and since I'm back, what the channel is gonna be like. So let's start with where I've been. And firstly, I think the biggest reason why I've been gone is I went from middle school to high school now. And what that means is now I face a lot more academic and emotional and physical challenges, right? And I've just been preoccupied with all that. I couldn't keep up with uh editing videos on my phone of stupid dumb clips from games I played and putting dumb sound effects and music over them, right? So I just didn't have the time for that, right? Going from middle school to high school was a big change for me. Now I'm in my second semester of grade 11. I'm close to graduating. Like I'm getting pretty close to graduating, which is crazy, right? I'm now ready to be an adult. But anyways, but what else happened? Well, I started working, right? At the time I actually did have a job when I was making all these dumb videos. But it wasn't like an important job. I was a newspaper delivery guy, right? So I would deliver newspapers to a neighborhood once a week, and every 2 weeks I get paid like $40, and that was it, right? I wasn't making a lot of money, right? So, but it wasn't keeping me occupied that much. Like it took me like an hour or two at most, right? And but I got a job back like last in like 2023. I got a job at my parents' business, right? They gave me a job because it's like it's time for you. You're 14 now. It's time to start working, right? And I'm like, okay, right? And so I took the yeah, I started working for them, and they paid me like 13.75 an hour, right? And again, it wasn't a huge job. I was only working like 16 hours, but it was only on weekends, right? So like 8 to 16 hours a week, right? I could squeeze it in but I still had that job when I was transitioning from middle school to high school, right? And then that kind of preoccupied me in itself. So yeah, but working that job, I got a PC, obviously, right? And a full setup. I'm not on an Xbox anymore. I still have it, which is way down here, and it's just like collecting dust. I turn it on like every 2 months or so. But no, I saved up like $1,100. I bought a PC from Apex PCs. I don't recommend them, right? The shipping process was crazy, right? And just in general, they were like, what is it? In general, they weren't that great. And like $1,100, right, for the PC they gave me. I didn't know much about PCs when buying them, but now recently, like I have learned a lot, and I want to start flipping PCs and stuff like that. And the stuff they gave me was like not worth the price. Like they should have been charging me like 700 to $800. I paid 1,100. I got completely ripped off by Apex PCs. So don't recommend them, but I did get a PC at the end of the day, right? At the end, it was something. Even though I got ripped off a bit, it was something, right? And was it? But the job I worked for my parents, I was it. They sold that business in August of 2024, and I took like 2 months, and was yeah, August 2024, and I took like 2 months, and then I found another job at a grocery store in my town, right? So now I work there, and I make way more money, but I work like night I like sometimes it's kind of like the hours are pretty variable right now. Like sometimes I'll work like 12 hours in a week, sometimes I'll work 19, right? But in the end I still make much better money than I did over there just because my wage is higher, right? And it also has a chance of getting higher, right? So but yeah, but in general I think another big thing, right, when I even though like after I got my bearings in high school, right, I could have totally squeezed in that stuff. I was still playing video games. This isn't like I stopped playing For Honor or anything. But the thing is, I just stopped caring about content creation. Like I didn't care for it because it was just a dumb little hobby. I didn't really care about it, right? And I went on to just focus on myself and just not care about the content creation anymore because like the only people that watch it, like the only people that are really gonna see this are like friends of mine and stuff like that, or maybe random people on the internet. Excuse me, but yeah, right. But that's where I've been, right? Moved to high school, started working more, right? And just general like stop caring about content creation because no one cared about my content creation and I didn't even care about it. So, right? But now, what is it? We can get into, since I'm back, what my channel is going to be like. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be primarily video game oriented like I was before, right? And you're going to see a lot of the games that I was playing before, primarily, Sea of Thieves and For Honor, right? Those two big games I've still been playing them. I haven't really put them down, right? I love those games and they're great games that mean a lot to me. But another game has recently mean a lot to me, and you can tell by the profile picture, Dead by Daylight. I love Dead by Daylight, right? So you can see just a lot of content oriented around Sea of Thieves, For Honor, and Dead by Daylight. The big three, right? Right? But it's not really going to be a lot of gameplay or maybe some clip montages or whatever. Not necessarily going to be a lot of that. It's going to be primarily like me just sitting down and like spouting my opinions because you all want to hear the opinions of a high schooler when it comes to video games. Of course you do, right? So, like, maybe like in the future you can definitely expect this because the Sohei hero in For Honor, I love Sohei. Sohei is great. I love him, but I do have grievances with him. But like, there's parts of him that I really love. So I'm gonna sit down with you guys and like I'm gonna sit down in front of this camera with this microphone in the complete pitch black, and I'm just gonna be like, "This is what I think about Sohei and For Honor," right? Or was it, or like a Dead by Daylight video or Sea of Thieves video, anything like that, right? You're just gonna see a lot of that, but sometimes I'll probably go off topic. Like I'll just sit down here and give my thoughts about random stuff like PC building, right? And like how like the 50 series cards for Nvidia were like straight garbage launch, right? And like how apparently AMD has made a better card, a high end graphics card than Nvidia, that's crazy. We're in a different timeline right now, but that happened, right? But I might come down here and talk about that, right, and spat about that to you because why not, right? Uh, Another thing that I might do is like spat about is like uh things I find interesting, like sciences and history and stuff like that. Right, that kind of stuff I find interesting, and sometimes I might just want to talk about it, and I don't have someone to talk about it to, so I'll talk about it to you guys, right? And what else? What I might talk about? Was it school, my day education system, and stuff like that. Like I do have some feelings about it, right? I love it. I do love school. I'm not like a '90s kid or anything. I've always stayed around the '80s, maybe sometimes '90s, maybe dip into the '70s. I've never been like a super academic kid, right? And before I got to high school, like I sucked, right? I hated school, but now I don't mind it. I do like it a lot, like because in the end, like I like the formula, just like show up, you get the same schedule every day. I love routine, right? And like what is it? And you know what to expect. Like it's great, right? I do love school, and like I'm in high school. I could take classes I'm actually interested in, right? Except for some classes, right? But sometimes, yeah. But anyways, I'm going off topic. But yeah, I might ramble about school, right? Because that's just like 50% of my life, bro. Like, of course I'm gonna ramble about it. Uh, was it and a big maybe? Right? I love politics. I love talking about politics, but I know especially in this political climate right now, it's gonna be like crazy dangerous to spout my opinions on the internet. So I'm probably not gonna do that. I won't probably talk about like active politics, like Trump did this, Trump did this, Trump did that, or since I'm Canadian, like Trudeau just stepped down, like and stuff like that. Right? I'm not gonna ramble about that stuff, right? The active politics, but I might like say like, hey, either primarily Canada because I'm Canadian, right? But either like, let's say Canada has this problem right now. Here's what I think we should do to fix it. Obviously, I'm not like qualified or anything. I'm not like in a political science. I don't have like a political science degree or anything like that, right? I'm not anyway qualified to be a politician, even though I would love to be. That is one job I can definitely say I would love to be a politician, right? But like, yeah, I might like talk about stuff like that, even though like you can't really care too much about what a fucking teenager has to say about it, right? But I might ramble about stuff like that. I might ramble about like, whoops, like guitar, right? I've only recently started playing it, but I do like it, right? Or just music in general, because I'm very passionate about my music and the music tastes I listen to and all that stuff. I love that stuff, right? So you can expect to see that kind of stuff from me, right? But kind of, right? But like for the most part, yeah, that's like the off topic. Just no, I have no one to speak about because when I don't have anyone to speak about my interest to, I just start, I just start like I'll write it out. Right? I love creative writing. That's something you'll see like writing and story building and stuff like that, and world building and character building, all that stuff. You will probably see here because that's like my other than gaming. Like those are my like two big hobbies: this and writing, right? Or like gaming and writing. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that. But yeah, like I'll write it out, right? Or just but if I can find someone to talk to, I will ramble, I will yap their ears off, okay? Right? You probably already got that vibe already, just by judging how fast I'm talking and how I keep going off topic and stuff like that. Right? But that's it for the most part, right? But yeah, that's what you can expect. Back to the main purpose. That's what you can expect to see on this channel from now on. You're gonna see a lot of me just sitting out and talking primarily, and primarily it's gonna be about For Honor, Sea of Thieves, and Dead by Daylight, right? And that's what you're gonna see from me primarily. But you will also see off-topic stuff like PC building, writing, uh, maybe politics, right? School, history, sciences, stuff like that, right? Uh, but yeah, right. That's cool. It was fun to sit down and talk for a little bit, right? I'm happy to be back, and I hope uh I kind of do better, right? I'm not gonna be putting in like too much effort because I suck at video editing. So I already like sucked with the simple stuff on my phone. I don't think I'm gonna do too well here on the computer where things much more complex. So you're not gonna see a lot of that, but you'll probably I figured it out. Like you probably will just get like a Scott Jones style video of just me right here, and then like gameplay in the corner right here. Right, just going off if your low attention span just goes like me, right? So yeah, right? Very fun to talk to sit down, but that's where I've been. That's what you can expect on the channel. So I got nothing else to say, so I guess see you when I see you.